You guys, so I just hopped out the shower. It's about 9:50 right now, and I was on the call with the team for a little bit, probably like an hour. I did join the call late, like about 9 o'clock ish. I didn't take no trades today just because the last 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, today's Wednesday, Monday and Tuesday, I lost both days, and one of my rules is if I lose or win 2 days in a row, I don't trade the third day. So last week was a W week. So far, this week has been a losing week. Although I still have more than what I still have more on my account from last week that I've made than what I've lost this week. And that's one thing that I want to talk about. If you're catching one to twos consistently, your wins should always be bigger than your losses. And if you have a couple losses, you go on a losing streak for a week or two or a month or so, it shouldn't take you out the game. The um one thing that you should always keep in mind and do and practice is, make your wins bigger than your losses and do your best to preserve capital and keep yourself in the game. And like I said, I was on the call with the team. Just, I really haven't talked in there. I guess it's just a confidence type of thing. Like I just haven't felt the confidence to really talk. And I've always been like a type of person that stays to myself. I don't fuck with people. I've always had social anxiety, even though I still somewhat kind of have social anxiety in some situations, but it's gotten a lot better as I've gotten older. And especially putting myself into certain situations, like putting myself into busy environments, with a lot of people over time, that exposure has made me more comfortable with it, and especially working around a lot of people where I don't like being stared at, but getting used to getting like motherfuckers looking at me all the time. It's just gotten me used to it, and pretty much so yeah. Just growing up and maturing, I've definitely gotten used to the things that I've always been uncomfortable with, and I've started to notice like a while ago, like you know you have to put yourself in environments where you're not comfortable to grow, because if you're not comfortable in a certain situation and you never put yourself or expose yourself to that situation, you'll never get comfortable with it. Like, let's use talking to people for example. If you're not comfortable talking to people or talking to large groups of people, well, that means that you just have to do it more often, and the more often you'll do it, the more you'll realize like, oh, this ain't that bad, and then you'll get used to it, and then eventually over time, the more you expose yourself to it, you'll get comfortable with it. One of my biggest pet peeves is being stared at, but as time goes on and as, the things I've been through in life, I started to realize that, nobody really gives a fuck. And even if you do something that you get embarrassed about, nobody's gonna remember that at the end of the day or at the end of the week or end of the month. People forget shit, and people don't care about you as much as you think. And, we can talk on and relate this to another topic. If you have goals and you have dreams and you think somebody's gonna come wake you up at 3 in the morning, put you in that cold shower or that cold plunge, or drag you out of your house to the gym or to go run around the block if that's what you want to do. If you think anybody's gonna put a gun to your head and force you to read, nobody's doing that. Nobody cares about you or your dreams as much as you care about yourself or your dreams. So ultimately, you have to push yourself, and um you know, like I was saying, nobody cares about you as much as you. Nobody cares about your dreams as much as you care about your dreams. So you have to be disciplined enough to get yourself to do the things that you need to do. And people will probably ask, well, how do you get yourself to do it? And how do you do it? You just have to do it. Like my mentor says, right? You don't want to get up to go to work in the morning, but you still do. You don't want to, if you have kids, you don't want to wash after your kids picking up their toys and their mess every 2 seconds, but you still do. There's a lot of things in life that we don't want to do, but we still do. When it comes to trading, if you don't want to follow your trading plan and you want to overtrade, but you know that's a bad idea, just don't do it. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but it won't get easier to do unless you practice doing it on a consistent basis. And the compounding effect of the negatives are usually stronger than the positives. Like if you miss a day, and then it's gonna be easier for you to miss that second day, like for example, going to the gym. And if you miss that first and second day going to the gym, it's gonna be easier to get that third day. Sometimes it may be harder to start going to the gym and then go consistently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. But the more you do it, the more you start to tell yourself that you enjoy it, and the more that you start to make it a habit. Because ultimately, making it something that you enjoy to do and just a habit is the key to these things. If any of y'all want more info on this, I recommend you read a book called Atomic Habits if you haven't already, because I know many of us have. And that book explains, how to make habits and take away certain habits very well, better than I could probably explain in this moment. But like I was saying, once again, I kind of went on a little rant there. But right now, I did just get out the shower. I didn't take any trays today. What I'm finna do right now is I'm finna just go make myself some food and a coffee. I know I already had. I do be drinking a lot of caffeine some days. Like some days I'll drink like one coffee or one energy drink. Some days I'll drink two or three. Today I had a Red Bull and a Monster at work, and I don't really need a coffee right now, but I want one. And yesterday I only did have. It seems like lately I've been like kind of off, on and off. One day I'll drink one, and the next day I'll drink two or three, and then the next day I'll drink one, and then the next day I'll drink two or three again. And so I guess today is one of those days where I'm gonna drink that third, little caffeine drink. So I did have a Monster at work. I had the blue can of Red Bull at work. I think it's called Juneberry. Right now I'm finna make myself a coffee, and I'm finna make myself some Mexican eggs. What basically is just, scrambled eggs with hot pepper, onions, some of that Mexican like chicken pollo seasoning, whatever that shit's called. I'll put that shit on camera in a bit when I get to making it. And some tomatoes, and that's pretty much it, really. And you just eat that shit with tortillas. So that's what I'm finna make right now. After I make the coffee, I'm finna throw that shit in the clip right now. After I'm done eating that in a little bit, I am finna hit another like at home workout. Yeah, I do be working out at work, but I feel like that shit's more just cardio than working out, because even though they do be heavy shit, it's, I'm used to it. So to me, it's really just cardio. So I'm finna come in here after I'm done eating. I'm finna watch something while I eat. I don't know what I'm finna watch, but I'm finna watch something. Probably Tech Room Bible Talk now that I think about it, because there was a video that I wanted to watch by him, and I didn't get to watch it yesterday, so I'm finna just watch that. It's like a 20-30 minute video. I think it's closer to the 30-minute mark. I'm finna watch that while I eat. Yeah, if any of y'all like, know who that is, yeah, I fuck with him. I fuck with what's his name? Abraham Graham or something. One of my favorite pastors. I forgot his name. My bad if I look stupid when I say that's one of my favorite people to watch when I don't even know his name. But sometimes we forget things, so it's all good. Don't judge me too harshly. But finna watch probably Tack Room Bible Talk, if I'm being honest. Drink a little coffee with some Mexican eggs after I'm done with that. Just to have a little bit of quiet time. I might do a little 15 to 30 minute meditation, and then I'm gonna do definitely a workout at home with body weights. And I got a set of 25-pound dumbbells right here, so I'm probably gonna do that. And honestly, I don't got too many workouts that I can do at home, but I am gonna do I got them written down actually, the ones that I do. I'm gonna do full body pretty much. What I got written down is I do push-ups, goblet squats. I do dumbbell RDLs, and I also do diamond push-ups, because regular push-ups and diamond push-ups hit different muscle areas. And I do alternate between full reps and like half reps when doing both regular push-ups and diamond push-ups. And I also do curls, dumbbell floor press, and sometimes I do I'll do wall sets, which basically I just set my back up against the wall. And y'all might know what that is. If you don't, look it up. Wall sets. Sometimes I'll do it with just body weight. Sometimes I'll do it with a dumbbell. And also sometimes I do split squats. I think that's the right one. Yeah, Bulgarian split squats. Those are the ones I usually do, where I put I don't really got a bench at the crib, so I'll put my leg on this chair that I usually sit on, and well my foot, and then just do that like that. And I do want to strengthen my core and my lower back. So lately, well, as of moving forward from this point on, I probably will start trying to do planks more often. Even I don't really do planks, but I'm gonna try to do planks more often. And by the end of this month, hopefully, I have my gym membership, so you know I don't have to continue going and working out at home. Because even at home, yeah, I got some dumbbells, but I'm so used to this shit already that that's pretty much just cardio too. And I say personally, if you can do 10 reps of anything, any more than 10 reps of anything is cardio at that point. So I personally think it's better to go heavier with less reps and more sets than to go, with more reps. Because more reps to me is just cardio. If you can do more than 10 to 20 of anything, really 10 was my ideal number. If you can do more than 10 of anything, you're just doing cardio. And so if you can do 10 of anything, then you want to increase your weight. That's the best way for me personally that I think is to work out, go heavy and just push yourself as hard as possible. And just continue doing that over time. You'll get stronger. But make sure one thing is that you're hydrating properly, you're sleeping properly, and you're eating properly. Because hydration, sleep, and proper nutrition is just as important as the workout itself. All those things play a very big role into your muscle development, and from what I know, at least, it plays a very big role into your muscle development. And you know, you just want to make sure that you're doing everything properly and staying disciplined with the way you do things, whether it's trading, whether it's the gym, whether it's waking up to go to work, whether it's content, although content is something I haven't been disciplined with myself lately, like the past over the more than a month now, I think. And it almost disappoints me because I know I got the potential to keep going and to keep growing and keep striving. And so I think that what my problem was is I was just overthinking it and stressing myself out. I'm burning myself out by overthinking it. And instead of doing the things that I was supposed to be doing, I was just sitting on fucking Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or playing a video game all day when I know that there was things that I was supposed to be doing. And so even going back to playing video games for a little while and just slacking off for a little while, I realized that the stress comes from either being overwhelmed, overthinking, and also not doing the things that I know that I'm supposed to be doing. And just also with video games, to me, I do like playing video games, but to me it is a waste of time. Like, I feel like it's a waste of time if you're not balancing it properly. So lately what I've been doing is I'll play I really love the game Rust, but it takes up way too much time, so I don't even play it anymore. I haven't played it in, probably 3 months, 4 months, something like that. Lately, I've been getting back into playing Siege, and I'll play Siege, I'll play like 2 or 3, maybe 4 matches a day, 1 to 2 hours a day at the end of the day, and then that'll be it. I'll be done. I'll have dinner, go to sleep, wake up, go to work. I usually wake up from the hours of like 2 a.m. to 3 or 4 a.m. And, well, never 4, because that's usually the time I get to work. At the latest, I usually start at like 4:30. So I'm always waking up between like 2 and 3:30. I'll wake up. Well, if y'all want to know my, daily routine, my morning routine at least, what I do is I wake up, I make a black coffee, or I'll just make a regular coffee, or I'll buy one from Dunkin'. If not, I try and aim for the black coffee most of the time because I don't like too much sugar in my diet. And with the natural American like Americans diets, we have a lot of sugar and everything. So I try and reduce my sugar, so most of the time I'll drink black coffee, and I've actually gotten used to it. I know a lot of people don't like black coffee. Motherfuckers look at me weird when I say I like black coffee. But it's an acquired taste, like some things in life. Some things in life are just an acquired taste. And I don't think it's that bad. Although, there's certain people that disagree with me. They say black coffee's fucking disgusting. It's not that bad, if you ask me. Just, stop being a bitch. Grow some fucking balls. Let me stop. But, like, a lot of things in life. It's an acquired taste, and I've gotten used to it, so it's not that bad to me. Um, I just lost my train of thought. Bear with me. Oh, I know what I was talking about. My morning routine. So I wake up, I have my black coffee, or I make it, let it cool off, hop in the shower, take a cold ass, ice cold shower, brush my teeth. Some days I'll do Wim Hof breathing, one or two, maybe 3 rounds if I got the time. Some days I won't, although I don't feel like it's necessary. I just do it because, I feel like it calms me and brings me a little bit of peace in the morning. And it also is said, supposedly, to reduce inflammation. And, you know, so that's another reason I do it, just to reduce inflammation in the body and be a little bit more peaceful throughout my day. But, you know, I've gotten used to it, so I don't feel like it really helps as much as it used to when I first started doing it. So a lot of times I just won't do the Wim Hof method. I'll just take a cold shower, brush my teeth, drink a little bit of water, have my coffee, head to work for 3, 4 hours, get out of work, trade. After I'm done trading, I'll take another, like a hot shower just to get all that dust, dirt off of me because I work in a factory, FedEx, and I'm in dusty ass, dirty ass trucks lifting dirty ass packages all day. So, have my second shower after work. After that, I just kind of really, a lot of time, be struggling with what to do. You feel me? Some days I'll just slack off and scroll through fucking Instagram all day. Some days I'll play the game. Some days I just really won't do shit. And I don't like that. So that's why I'm gonna try and get back into. I do try and read the Bibles here and there sometimes, but lately I've been slacking on even that, which is why I'm trying to get back into content, get back into my Bible studies, because I did like that version of me. I do like that version of me. I don't like the version of me that I've been lately and the version of me that I've been recently. It just feels like something missing, like there's a void again, like there was before when I was still smoking and doing all, the shit that I was doing, sinful activities, we'll just say, to sum it all up. And so when I was doing content, doing my Bible studies, doing everything that I felt like I was supposed to, I just didn't feel as empty on the inside. I felt like that void was filled, especially with the Word of God and, my Bible studies, and actually practicing, learning, and trying to gain some insight and wisdom as to how to be a Christian, how to be a man, and how to be, like, we'll just say stoic as well, because I think it all just plays together, and just carry myself as the best version possible of me as I possibly can become on a daily basis. So, yeah. Little bit of a rant. I know the video is 18 minutes long already, and I did want to throw, some workout like footage in here. Maybe I still will, but and if I do, that'll probably be the end of the video. But if I don't end up throwing some like footage of me working out at the crib, then I already told y'all, basically my routine and full body when I'm at home, since I can't go as heavy as I would like. So I really just get more fatigued since it's cardio. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all later or on the next video. Y'all have a great day. Stay blessed, stay prosperous, and make sure you're praying, staying amen, and being as grateful as you can for the life that you have, so you can get the life that you want. And don't forget, do what they want to achieve what they can't. A lot of people won't do a lot of things even with all the information they have. And so you don't have to worry about competition when you're trying to succeed, because a lot of people ain't gonna do the fucking work anyways. So do what they want to achieve what they can and get the life that you want. Love you guys. Talk to you guys on later. So yeah, take care. Stay peaceful. Stay blessed. However I said it, however it came out. Yeah, y'all get the point. Talk to y'all later.